Hi, y'all. What
Hey,
you doing?
what's up?
Hey, well, and we got Jeff Bailey and Janet P.
Hey,
and Vanessa. Miss Charlotte. Hi, Miss Charlotte. How are you today? Okay. Well, okay. Well, we're waiting for everybody to see that the bell rung and everything. I asked Jen from Jen World Tarot last night. Um, can she think of a time where your gifts, either empathy, seeing the future, anything like that, had actually saved you? Can you remember a time?
Um, hmm. Me personally, no.
You can't think of it?
Nope.
Anything?
I mean, general intuition of being smart on the roads and not getting a speeding ticket, that kind of thing. But
Well,
save me how? Like potential
okay.
accident or.
Well, my response to Jen to the question, because we all three answered it, was I was a nurse in the ER, and the cops brought this guy in, and I assumed, because I wasn't in the room, but I assumed. Now, the old saying, it makes an ass of you and me. I assumed that since the cops brought him in all, road rashed up from chasing him down, he would be handcuffed to the gurney. But I
Hmm.
didn't check it. And so I got um, a suture tray out and everything, and I was getting the saline and the betadine and everything to clean him up. And um, all of a sudden, his bare arm, came across my neck, and he pulled me to him, and he grabbed my other arm, and he said, "What would you do if I grabbed one of those knives?" They was talking about a scalpel. Grabbed one of those knives right there and held you hostage to get out of jail. He was drunk and everything. And when his skin touched me right here, I could tell he was a bully boy and he was drunk, but he was walking that way to actually it was to actually doing something that stupid.
Hmm.
And when he grabbed me, I just froze. And then I realized I could feel the energy change, and he was ramping up to do it. It's like he's hesitant still, but he's convincing himself. So I took my elbow and ground it into his side that had a big cut on it. And he gasped and went back, and I said, "You sit down right there, and I'm going to just be still. I'm going to go talk to a man." Because we had no security. I was the only person in the ER on 11 to 7. We were a 6-bed unit. I had 2 trauma rooms and 4 regular rooms. It wasn't a big setup. On 11 to 7, I was the only nurse. And there was no ward clerk, no nothing.
Hmm.
And um, I got out there and I blessed those policemen up one side and down the other. But since I was frozen, it was like my intuition said, no, 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 no. He is about to escalate. You have to do something to break that, you know, and I did.
No. As far as that kind of situation, no, I can't remember any. I mean, I've gotten clues of certain things and what to avoid, or premonitions of like a relationship's going to end or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to come to culmination. I've gotten signs, but never any kind of situation. But that's
Okay.
pretty interesting.
Well, we had hey, Bright Opal. How
Hey,
come you?
Jay and Lisa, Bright Opal, Sophie and Michelle. Just saying hey.
Just saying, hey, y'all got any questions? We we've got, we can do current events, ETs, um, mediumship, whatever,
Whatever
whatever,
rolls. There was
whatever floats your boat.
something I was kind of interested in. I was mentioning, since there are no comments right now. You don't remember the case, but does anyone remember the case of Orrin and Orson West, the 3 and 4-year-old little boys from California? Their adoptive parents have been arrested. I remember reading on it. I can't remember who I was reading it with. It might have been Maija. I'm not positive. But we were getting something about family involved. But they haven't found the boys. But they're arresting them on the adoptive parents on murder charges and what is it? Hiding bodies or something. They don't have the boys yet.
Yeah.
They've, according to the report, is that they think the boys were taken away or murdered 3 months prior.
So
before them even reporting it.
Yeah, but when was this? When did it happen?
The arrest, or when this crime happened?
Yeah, when the crime happened.
The adoptive parents reported them missing December of 2020. And they think in September of 2020 is when the crime of them missing actually happened.
I mean, usually when you...
Lisa remembers it.
Usually when you...
Joe remembers that story, but yeah, but what's your sense?
I am always to where that when kids are dead, how old were they?
3 and 4 then.
Yeah. When kids are dead, I always just feel it's just a natural heart, loss, and I can connect with at least a wispy feeling, but it's almost like they I don't know, either I can't connect at all with them, or they're not dead. There's It's like maybe you're gonna think sounds crazy, but it's almost like they were sold, or they ran away and they've now been sold.
Well, they can't run away. But my original reading was that someone took them away from the adoptive parents, and it felt family related.
Okay.
I mean, real family.
Right.
So I haven't gotten that energy for quite a while, but that was the original reading. So I sense that what the cops are saying, that they were dead prior to them calling missing, I don't believe that's true. So let's see. I don't know. It's a tough one, but I don't see them dead either.
I mean, but I always get something, some sort of feeling about that, and I haven't. Like if they've been killed, and I don't know if it's because they just, I don't know. I've never not gotten anything, but whenever I look for them, I'm not seeing anything horrific. I'm seeing or not horrific like, you know, a mangled body. I'm seeing um a kid a kid sleeping. Um he doesn't look he doesn't look like horribly malnourished or I but you can see tears on his cheeks. So um let me start some cards and see what that means.
I know, poor babies.
Yeah.
I got nothing that says they're past.
Neither do I.
I got they removed the world, the chariot, empress would mean they're cared for. These are three major canas.
Yeah.
I also have the fool. That's a transition, a movement to a different place. Ten of Pentacles. Someone within their own DNA.
Yeah.
Security.
Family legacy.
I also have movement with the Ace of Wands and the Star. That's a lot of major arcana. This isn't death scenario.
Yeah.
It's like the it's kind of like I got at first. It was, I think I was getting like the actual father or someone related to the actual father. Somehow got them out of that horrible abusive family that was taking care of them. And I don't even think the mother knew, the real mother that got taken care away of.
Right.
I mean, that's really strange to get that kind of major arcana on a throw.
Well,
And
right. Look.
I shuffled a long time.
Yeah. This is the Nine of Wands. So it was a measure to protect.
That's
And
yeah,
and
that's defending
yeah,
territory. Yeah.
defending. Yeah, to protect them. Um, the Six of Wands. It's like, you know, they had a victory in that they got the children away. Um, but I'm trying to get pinned down. Where are they? Where are they? You can't have two
Sense
little
your
kids
energy. Are they in your state?
in my state.
Yeah. For my original reading, I got them moved to the middle of the USA. They were taken to the middle of the USA, and I was actually thinking like Arkansas area.
Well, and I live in Oklahoma.
Oh, Oklahoma. Wrong state then. I think it was Arkansas.
You know the thing about the hermit. Think about it.
That's being taken care of, but in seclusion, hidden.
Yeah, hidden. That's what I was thinking. Hidden. I mean,
That
you
was the
know,
biggest
and
card. I remember that. That was my biggest card from the first reading. I was getting hidden with the Hermit. I got the Hermit.
hmm
My first
yeah.
reading I did. I remember that now. Nancy, we're I just when we started, I seen a post about Orrin and Orson West, 3 and 4 year old young boys that went missing December 2020 in California. And the adoptive parents just got arrested. So we're checking on the little boys. And from our cards and energy, we think they were moved.
Right.
Did the parents realize the kids are too much?
I don't.
I believe they were abusive. And maybe the real father or someone related to the real father, they just needed to get them out of there because they felt like they were being abused by the adoptive parents. That was my sense.
Mm-hmm.
Not too much, just abusive. But the thing is, I watched the interviews of the adoptive parents, and it wasn't horrible. I mean, you didn't get the sense that they're really lying. At
Right.
least for me. I mean, other people thought maybe they were lying, but they didn't stutter. They didn't, unless they were very well prepared. If you're getting questioned and doing interviews, you would be a little off, blank. I mean, the mother looked a little worse than the dad, but
I don't know. But it was a feeling like they it they weren't killed. They were taken away. They were.
I mean, the thing is, the adoptive parents have other adopted kids. Why would they, in a sense of like, why would they kill two other kids, right? They already had other children. Why would they take on other kids, as, what do you call it? Fostering. They were fostering kids.
Yeah.
And then they adopted them. Honestly, why would they? That didn't make no sense, honestly.
Yeah.
To go through all that process and get accepted for adoption and then murder them. I think they were probably in it for the money, possibly from the system or something like that. But
Yeah, but I mean, come on, y'all. It it costs so much to raise a kid
right,
that how much money from the system do they actually get? I mean, everybody always says that, but
I mean,
just
fostering, I think you do.
really?
Yeah, but I don't quote me. There is something about that.
Mm.
We used to have kids to man the farm way back in the day. Could they have had a use for the boys? Are there kids? Okay.
Hi, Ron.
Let's ask another question. To the
Hi,
card.
Ron.
Hey, Ron. Let's see. I'm going to tap the cards again and ask about the parents or the adoptive parents.
Okay.
If they actually know anything. Hi, Jules. Teresa. You should maybe star that question if you can hit
Where
it.
is it?
Can you star on you're on your phone, aren't you?
No, I'm on the thing. What?
Oh.
Where is it?
Can you tap on the side of it and see star?
Yeah, I'm on the computer. Um,
Miss
where's the
Charlotte at 2 minutes ago.
about the farm?
Just so we don't lose it.
About the farm?
Can you star it? To put a
Yes,
star?
I can start it, but I was just asking if I got the right one.
Yes.
Is that the right one? Okay. Oh, it says that they're deceased. Let me see.
No, they're not. They haven't been found.
It says
That
they're
that's what the prosecutors believe, that they were deceased 3 months earlier. The bodies have not been found.
ah.
They're
But I
going
wonder,
on a assumption of, but there's
did they find blood at the scene or something?
they're not disclosing any other evidence. Long believed missing brothers they're going on presumption of. See ya, Juno. Lovers,
I
holding
checked.
on, lack of energy, justice, anxiety. Hmm. Well, they didn't really tell me about your adoptive parents. Hey,
No.
shuffled and shuffled and shuffled.
Um, there was conflict. This is the Five of Swords. Um, and look, it's a cross with a star inside and a heart. Um, they have had they have had so many battles. It was like they needed they needed truth and communication to settle the family. But it's like they were they they've been in battles. The it's but they have they had matured. No. Ah. Oh. Okay. Okay. This they were they it was like a facade. A facade. Um they always acted very new age or very oh no honey you can't do that in public, and but yet they were screaming and everything in private. um
Yeah, I believe that.
yeah, and um they wanted they wanted to be seen as very emotionally mature and um giving loving type energy, but no matter how hard they worked at it, the facade was the facade was, oh, you know, my our cup overfloweth, we are, but the reality of it, this is the Six of Cups. you don't. It's like they have memory of it. They want to do it. They everything is built on this, but it's not reality. And I got the princess or page of cups in reverse, which means that they did not have a real a real good relationship. They had a facade. Well, that's depressing.
Yeah. I believe they're lock and step of what they're doing and what they may know.
Hmm.
There is some lies here. So I got the Four of Swords, Lovers, and Four of Coins. So they're holding on to the information together, lock and step with the Lover. Five of Wands is your lack of energy and worry. And there is anxieties now about being indicted, whatnot, with justice.
Right?
The truth will come out. Then I have the government or possibly angels here assisting. But then I have the actual father again coming in with the King of Cups, which is kind of weird.
Mm.
And then I have the Ten of Pentacles coming in again. Here's your substance, your DNA, your family involvement.
Right?
Two of Wands next to that is like searching assistance. There's some teamwork there.
Yeah.
So there's some the adoptive parents are lying, but again, nothing comes up. They've passed, even though the statement's saying, "Oh, that the boys are past," but I don't know. It's just really strange energy because I don't feel they're past.
And
And
I've
I was
never,
just
well,
reading it. I was
I've
reading
never encountered that before.
I was reading it again and to make sure, and they said they do not have the bodies. They have no clue yet. They're reporting it as a murder and disappearance, but they must have some other evidence that they're not disclosing.
I mean, it makes you wonder if there was blood on the scene and stuff too that they found. Blood, if you don't clean it properly, it leaves a residue
Right.
that they can pick up. And I just
No, it's something to watch, but it's finally interesting. What, after 13, 14 months, they finally did something? Nancy Samp
Chrissey's.
has a question. We used to have kids to man the farm way back in the day. Are the other kids girls? I can't remember who the other kids are. I think it's a mix. Well, they just been indicted, so I'm sure the other kids they were adopted are taken away.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
I mean, in any situation, the other kids are going to be safe. So, let's see. I wonder in the lyric. Oh, this is the new question. I'm
When I was
asking.
four,
I'm asking their energies, my guides, have they passed? I'm getting no.
yeah, that's been well, I'm not getting the normal uh
Like when I think of them, I don't see them coming from the heavens like someone's passed.
yeah.
I see them on the earth plane. And the only other reason that would be is possibly they haven't crossed over because they were tormented or something.
Oh.
That's the only other reason.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, if they haven't crossed over because these poor little kids were tortured and burnt or something, and they're just terrified
Yeah.
yet. But I don't sense that.
This is the first time I've ever had this feeling, so I don't know what. It's just like they are not there. Like, a story in a book about a fictitious character. It has it's a poor story. It has no body, no feeling. You don't feel anything. I mean, yes, I feel sad that this happened to them, and I, just but I'm not feeling anything from them like I normally would.
How about search for an aura?
Search for an aura.
Yeah. Orin and Orison West, 3 and 4. Do they have an aura? Show you an aura. If they have an aura, they would be alive.
Yeah, I I am seeing, but here's the thing: I only see one
Hmm.
aura.
Huh. Jill says she sees an aura around the younger brother. Really interesting. Hello, Ange.
Yeah, yeah, I only see one.
I think the older one's sick. The younger one feels healthier. I think the dark aura is the older one's sick for some reason. I mean, like really sick. It's very small, only like an inch or so around his head. Jill's saying, "Huh."
Yeah, I don't I don't think that they're happy or healthy or cared for. It's just doesn't make any sense. There's all these images, and I don't know if I'm if I'm cutting, if I'm going back in time, or I'm in the present moment, because it's
Good lord. I don't know. The cards aren't confirming anything really. Again, there is a change of the situation with the Tower here coming first.
mhm,
But then I got calmer waters with the Six of Swords. I have Empress. That's nurturing.
mhm.
Ten of Cups is within the family. Nine of Pentacles is stability, and then I have your Hermit.
It looks like, according to those cards, I think maybe the sickness and not feeling well and all that kind of stuff was what they felt with the in the home that they are in. Because I'm that's just an overwhelming thing that I'm getting is sickness, um, being
They could have
always
been
being
sick. This
hungry.
is like 14 months. Still
Yeah,
feels them clinging to one another, whether on this plane or another. I have no idea. Well, that's a good point. You know,
but I only see Ara for one. Do you see the both of them alive now?
yeah, I still see them both alive. I think the one that may have less, but there is another scenario where I remember a reading I did, and this is a different scenario possibly,
Mm-hmm.
but one boy was shot in a gang shooting. It was very unexpected, and I seen the boy attached himself to his brother like they were one soul. It happened so fast, didn't know what happened, and he wanted to protect his brother, and his soul attached to his brother like they were one soul.
I see.
That happened, but I don't see this in this situation. So I believe that's possible. It's like they're together, but they could be together as one soul. Like one maybe
Right.
did pass. That's a possibility too. But I mean, they've always been targeted together. You know, or in the north and west. I don't know if they're all. So somehow, I think since they're brothers and they're very close situation, there could be. We need to separate them maybe to
Mhm.
get it.
Okay. Let's see. Question. When I was 4 or 5, I was awakened in the middle of the night, wandering into the living room, and a wolf began talking to me from outside the window. Was this my spirit animal?
Those 4 or 5. One in there.
Nancy, son. I
Huh.
I don't know. Let's see.
My immediate senses say no, it's not your spirit animal. Um, but you're saying you were awake in this situation. How would you be awake? Well, I don't know. Me personally, I never seen a wolf talking to me or any kind of spirit. Of course, I'm different. Everyone's different. Not questioning it. A wolf began talking to me from outside my window. I don't think a wolf is your spirit animal.
Yeah, that was what I was trying to lock into about.
Um, so a wolf is cunning. Cunning's just strategic, mystic.
They're pack animals. They have a hierarchy. You
Oh, Kevin's not picking up spirit animal there. Yeah, that was my immediate sense. I'm like, no, that's not your spirit animal.
no.
I'm actually feeling more like a beaver or something like that as your spirit animal. So this is obviously some kind of message. Oh, honey, that's not
Mm.
that long ago. Lisa Foster's nephew passed not that long
Okay.
ago. Okay. Spirit animal. That was 4 or 5. That may have been like your spirit guide, but maybe you weren't. Since you were 4 and 5, that may have been. It may have been like your spirit guide or something talking to you, because I think like a wolf you wouldn't have been afraid of compared to seeing like an angel or a spirit like that. I feel like it was like changed to make it feel better.
Yeah, because I mean, to a kid, a wolf is just a big dog. To a kid that
Kind of.
size.
The wolf
You
is
know.
like also mystical.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, yes, the a spirit wolf, spirit animal wolf is very mystical, but I'm trying to think of her subconscious, how at that young, if they didn't want to spook her, but I think it's that kind of energy, like it was a messenger, not a um, but not a spirit animal per se. Okay.
Okay.
Goodness, I'm sorry.
Um. So yeah, I think it was tossing some cards. I am pretty sure that it was a spirit guide or a grandfather or someone like that bringing you a message from beyond. I have the death card afterwards, so that's feeling like it's next to the King of Cups. So that's like someone that's very emotionally attached to you, but has passed. And I have
Yeah.
energy, a loving source with the Ace of Cups bringing you a message with the Page of Pentacles.
Right. Well, this is you can't make this up. A man uh, of faith, older man of faith. This is an angel.
Yeah.
So,
It was like a
a
spirit
divine.
guide or
Yeah,
possibly even.
it was
Yeah.
for your own abundance that he came. Oh, and there was something that you were told that you needed to do for the next step, for the next ma- process of your evolution. For it may have even just been your personal safety. There was something that you needed to be told at that time, and they told you. So that's nice.
Did you see Kevin's comment? He
But
had a good comment on the subject. Yep. It's kind of like what we're getting. It was an
yeah,
ancestor.
yeah, very wise
Kind of
energy source.
angelic. I got that King of Cups vibe. So it's a male energy that's a loving source. It could be a male guide, or it could be like a grandfather
Right.
that's passed, or a great grandfather, something like that. But it was a message coming in.
Okay. Let's see. And here's Miss Charlotte. What race
Bubble
of
yourself.
alien who shifts the body?
Radiation alien who shifts bodies. The most notable shapeshifters were the reptilians. Most of the other ones I sense just kind of like cloak, and hide. But I think the most notable ones would be the reptilians that would shapeshift. From my personal knowledge and sense.
Okay. Unstar that one. This one. Lisa Foster. I'm so sorry, Lisa. Gosh, I'm so sorry. Um, I don't know. That's pretty quick.
It depends if it was difficult trans, if it was an accident, if he knew it was coming, that kind of thing. But I don't sense him around.
No, I don't either.
So I think he's accepted into heaven. I'm not sensing issues. So I'm sure the cards can give us something. But I'm not getting any messages.
I'm not either.
I don't sense his energies around. I feel like he's been accepted, passed on.
He's
Was it an accident or anything, Lisa, if you don't mind sharing?
yeah.
Uh,
I think this was very sad.
Joe G. Your cat is staring at orbs. Accidental overdose. Okay. If you want to star that, or click on it. Lisa said accidental.
Sure.
Well, you don't have to put that up, but it's up to you. Joji is saying, lately I often find my cat staring at the wall plaque of an angel. Does he see an angel or something else? So cats can see. I always consider cats half in, half out. They're like tapped into first.
Yeah.
Dogs will get irritated kind of by spirits.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's an energy spirit around, your dog will stare at it. But cats are kind of inquisitive. So they kind of, what I get here is that the cats kind of like ignore the spirits. But if there's an orb floating around,
They just can't. They just can't
it'll
stand
just
it.
like be something they're going to play with. And they'll stare at the ceiling and just kind of go. So there's a spirit energy around when cats do that stuff. So I don't. So, but they can sense a lot of things. But if a dog starts staring and getting irritated, there's a spirit there. But it's most likely an orb. I think there's most likely an orb around. Cats will catch those orbs.
I think. But Joji,
Lisa's got 11 cats, so they're always like looking around, huh?
I just got a real flash of it's no, I think this is there. This is like the cat is looking at. Wow, the cat is looking at. Like it's like your spirit guide or your angel. It's a protective force. Um, it's your protective, your, I see a protective angel, um, white wings, gold edges on the wings. They're iridescent angel. Um, have you have you had have you been doing a lot of spiritual work? Have you been? I mean, I know that cats will chase orbs all the time, but have you? I see it, but I see an angel. It's it's over you. Um, it's the angel is like petting your hair. Have you maybe had some I think this is like your guardian angel. It's trying to make you see that it has been there with you from day one. And so I'm seeing all the times in your life that you have been in a situation that makes you down. The angel has been there right by your side to pick you up and make you nudge you, you know, down the path, right? But I think that the reason why the cat is staring at the angel is your spirit guides want to make themselves more known. They want you to know that that they're always with you. How I don't. I'm sorry. I don't know. Uh, I don't have anything else.
Yeah, could be. I threw some cards for Lisa on his nephew to finish that one up. What I was doing. Um, the first thing I have is a star, like Kevin said, healing. He's healing. So she mentioned addictions. Ace of Cups, new beginnings, love coming in, lots of compassion, emotional health, and I have a male figure within the family that greeted him. King of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. I have a Temperance angel coming in. He's got new beginnings now with the Fool. A new journey, a blessed love, a journey. Everything's okay. I feel no
Yeah.
problems with him. And here we do have the Tower with that unexpected overdose there. I also do have that Two of Pentacles coming in with where it was right next to the tower, so that makes a lot of sense with his unexpected going on, but he's he's full of energy, full of love. There's acceptance there, even though it's unexpected. He's in healing
Yeah.
mode, and it's the
Yeah.
star also says calm after a difficult phase. It's quite a card. You read all
Yeah.
different things about it, but your nephew's fine. It's always tough when someone passes, but he's in a good place. Really is.
Yeah. I got um I had the devil card was the first one who came out that you know dealing with addictions and things. Um, it's so hard because you you get to a point to where that you know that one day, from one day to the next, with what you're doing, you may not see the following day. And you have to get into a real headspace of I have to stop and I have to be the one to do that. So this is the seven of Pentacles. You know, he was trying to talk himself out of of being addicted, being taking that next next dose, taking that, and he didn't mean for it to happen. He didn't want for it to happen. But it it just wound up that way. He's he he's so he's in recovery right now. He's
Oh my God.
so sorry that he hurt you or hurt the family. He didn't he didn't mean it. He it's just hard to find a real way through addiction. You get lost. So I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see. How do I stop astral traveling in my sleep, Scott?
That's a tough one for some. How to stop? How could you stop? Honestly, Jules, I don't know if you can. You're such a healer. When I closed my eyes, all I seen was you like hopping to person to person and person and healing. It's got to be a way.
Gotta be a way.
Okay.
I mean, I guess you could set intentions before you go to sleep and tell just talk to your spirit guides and tell them I have to actually sleep tonight to get rest tonight to you know I need help, and your spirit guides should be able to stop that. And then when every only do it on the nights that you are very tired so that you can continue to help the the collective. But I really think that if you get in meditation and talk to your spirit guides, they will know that I have to put up barriers. This is bothering me.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I know protection boundaries and whatnot that like that and asking works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of astral traveling. Because that's like something natural in your soul. Like if you're getting someone else's energy and not sleeping and stressed and stuff, that's where you can put up your boundaries. But astral travel is different.
Yeah, but you're talking to your spirit guides. You're not talking to your like your own subconscious, your all that kind of stuff. These are your spirit guides, so they should be able to know how to help you because they don't want you to be ill.
True.
You know, they don't. You see where I'm going with this? I mean,
I
um,
understand. Yeah, I get it.
maybe if you used
You
some
said astral
electrical
traveling like that.
energy.
Tracy thinks it's all the same. My guy just saying no, it ain't the same. I'm just trying to get it right. That's all.
How did that come up again?
Surrender. To me, what I'm trying to get at, to me, it's more than just asking. This is something. To me, what I'm getting is it's a, astral traveling is a soul transference of travel. This isn't like day to day, that affects you. Like if you're getting energy off of people, yeah, I'm getting my ears ringing right now. Like day to day, or energies are affecting you from your days, and it's your mind can't shut it off. You put up this bubble barrier, a protection around. But what I'm getting here, this is something bigger with astral traveling. This is totally different realm. This isn't psychic transference. This is your soul going into the atmosphere, that kind of thing. You're traveling. You're doing work. You're creating energy. So I got to figure out this is different.
Well, I get what you're saying, but
This is what they're telling me. That's all I'm
that
trying to do.
moment, yeah, that moment between you being in your body and being disconnected and but yet still attached, in that moment there is a time to where the your spirit guides, I think, could say, oh, there it is. Come on, we got to stop it.
Stop what?
The astral travel,
Oh,
because it's
gotcha.
it's it's energetic. It's you cannot see the soul.
Has something to do with a past life, why you can't stop it. There's something going on besides your healing aspects. This has something to do with a past life that you haven't realized.
Mhm.
It's like your soul keeps reaching out to heal. That's why you
Right.
keep traveling and doing work. You're like constantly traveling to do healing work. And when you need your own healing work at home, there's some kind of forgiveness that needs to happen. I can't quite grab it.
Forgiveness.
There's some kind of forgiveness. There's some kind of pain from healing or something that you're traveling. There's a surrender. Some kind of acceptance.
Mm.
Just work on something of forgiveness.
Mm.
Yeah, there's something that you haven't forgiven that your soul just wants to continue to heal. It's like you feel like something was your responsibility. So it feels like when you do your sleep, before you go to sleep, just say like a mantra of, I'm not burdened anymore. I'm not burdened anymore. I release these burdens, any pain that I may be causing. I will only heal in my own time. I need to rest and recuperate to help others. Say something like that. Because I'm getting something with, you haven't dealt with it. And she's saying I've dealt with complex PTSD in this lifetime. It may have something to do with that. It's
Well,
like
I
you
mean,
have to release some kind of burdens, and you're just traveling to always want to heal. It's like to heal others, heal something.
yeah, you gotta heal yourself.
Right. But it's something you can't really control unless you deal with it. So it's kind of like, it feels like you can just do it now. Heal the soul. Heal your soul now. It's even us readers. We got to make sure we check our own lives too before we read for anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
We may say all the right things about healing others and forgiveness, but then you
Mm-hmm.
might forget to do it ourselves.
Yeah.
You talk about manifesting and doing your work and write down your goals and positive thinking, and then we don't do it ourselves. So that kind
Right.
of, oh, silly phone.
When I was about 8 years old, my father was repairing the floorboards in the living room. I looked into an open area and saw a very large black cauldron in the basement. Was it there? My father didn't see it. Oh, interesting.
8 years old.
Uh,
Of course, you've seen something. Okay.
um,
Who's the 2 years
my
old?
grandma had a very large black cauldron, and she made lye soap and boiled her laundry, boiled her white things, and she used a black cauldron for it. So it was always a kind of a giggle.
Oh, Sophie's disability's been approved. You see that? Sweet.
Yay! She was so worried.
Okay, 8 years old. 8 years old. Turn the floorboards. Turn the floorboards.
Why was it there? Your father didn't see it. I almost, I almost get, I almost get like a portal feeling.
Yeah, I do too. It's like the that property the house was built on was something else.
Uh-huh.
So might have been something else long ago on that property before that house was built. So yeah, I feel like it's like a portal or something that you've seen something from back in time because the kids are always open more.
Yeah, a lot more. Let me see here.
So I think he caught a glimpse. Feels like he caught a glimpse. This was 8 years ago. Peeing in it. Who is the person knocking on the wall and peeing?
Who was the person walking on the wall and peeing in the toilet?
Any, any anything else, Sterling? Was
Uh, uh,
there was no one else around? 8 years ago. Spirit. I don't know. I'm not getting spirit. Knocking on the wall. Was it in your house? You seen it happen, or what was going on here?
you heard it.
Oh, she was taking a nap. So thought you heard something in your house, like someone knocking on the wall and like peeing in the toilet. Hmm. I cracked up. Okay. I guess that's what throws me off when I read it and I see person, and it's confusing me. I'm like, can't be a person.
Yeah, yeah.
Spoke to ever whatever it was. Use peeing. Okay.
Oh, I get a jokester, a trickster. Um, I almost have a. It's not a person. I have like an elemental feel to it. It's just it was something. I'm not feeling a person though, but I am feeling that 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 sneaky uh, love to pull pranks. Like a little kid sitting there watching, but I'm not getting a sense of spirits past, but I am getting a sense of power. So maybe just an elemental who was did it for a laugh. That's so strange. Why would he do that? Elemental. What's elemental? He was just a trickster. He was just a trickster. I'm hearing that over and over again. He was just a trickster, and he wanted
Hey, Kathy.
I'm sorry.
Um,
That's all I got.
yeah, I'm not sensing it was like family or anything like that.
No.
But I'm kind of wondering if you lived in a house or an apartment. If it was someone neighbor or okay, I lived in the house 8 years. The house was 53, one owner before I got there. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was like previous owner or anything like that. I think I think Kathleen's right. It feels like a spirit close to there or something that just kind of popped in and did something funny.
Yeah. Just a.
I don't sense it was like family members, or, being making you feel aware or anything like that.
Yeah.
It feels like some spirit in the neighborhood playing a joke on you. That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah. I mean, and you know how when you were a little kid and you were setting somebody up for a joke, and you were sitting there just, that was that feeling that I got. It was like, but there was such joy and such adventure and such. It was just a big thing, and the only time I felt that all encompassing um, kind of feeling for the earth and its creatures, it's been like the
I probably sent him on his way, Sterling, if you laughed at him.
I mean,
They're like, well, I can't mess with this one. I'm going to move on.
yeah, that
you
was
know,
hilarious.
I
Let's
know
see, we
like
got
them.
him.
I know like my kids growing up in our old farmhouse, they would always see spirits if they get locked in their house or in their room. They'd hear knocking all the time. But I think that was my grandfather who built the house. He was still hanging around because I didn't sense any meanness to it, but this was always ongoing.
Hmm.
Every once in a while, he'd make his presence known. So for a one-time deal, it feels like some kind of playful spirit, and then moved on.
And not any lingering.
Yeah,
Well,
they'll usually tell me if it's a family member or someone close for a
yeah,
message, but this doesn't feel like a message. It felt like you said, some spirit just kind of strolling along. I'm gonna mess with her tonight. That's
yeah.
what it feels
Like,
like.
oh, she's asleep. Let's go over here and wake her up. Well, um, if we don't get any more questions, we'll call it a night.
I wonder if there was one. I thought I seen one.
Oh,
I was
really?
back. We were checking. Um, Pain, release energy. Oh, yeah. Maybe Jules try Andrea's worry doll thing. Maybe
Hmm.
I don't know. It's I, it was really strange energy about the astral traveling,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It just felt different than just normal protection or stones. Well, she said she already sleeps with stones. Disability approved. Unless there's another one. Oh, I see Tracy had a comment a while back about where I was trying to get to. That was a while ago.
Who was the man peering in on me when I was 9? White clothing, black handkerchief.
Oh, another one.
Yeah.
Okay. Who was the man peering in? I'm getting a wedding. So when this person passed, he put himself in his wedding clothes. So, like, just for an example, when I seen my grandfather pass, he was in his Sunday's best. So this person feels like he put himself in his wedding clothes, what he wore when he was getting married. And this feels like it is related. No, I'm not getting military. I think this is a grandfather, someone that passed. I think you have more stories you don't even realize, Sterling.
Yeah.
I'm getting here. You've probably seen a lot growing up.
Um, and there's something the black kerchief and the white attire. It
When I'm, at least for me, maybe because I was in the military, every time I see someone shows me military, they always have a hat on. You know,
Mhm.
I'll see the military outfit, but I'll always see a hat too. Kind of like so military, I'd usually see a gray. They don't tell me which branch. I always just see like the olive drab gray. So like a police officer, I'd usually see the blue. You know, and firemen would be probably reddish. You know, to try to get that kind of outfit. I guess healthcare worker or paramedic, I'd see a white uniform. Yeah, so he said he had no hat on. So yeah, that's why it felt like I'm hearing wedding. So it's like it could probably a great grandfather then. Try to get some pictures of great grandfathers or something if you have them around or access. See if it looks familiar. But what I'm being told is a grand. He was wearing a wedding his wedding outfit. But that's what I sense as great grandfather.
yeah. Did you it seems almost like that he um was he he you don't know who he is, so how could you ask answer that question? But the thing is, the thing I'm getting over and over again is um is he's a doctor, and he was going to he needed to tell you some things for you to be able to get through a point in your life. So he wanted to choose how you saw him to be associated with
Hmm.
someone you trust, like a doctor I mean,
Back and forth. That's kind of weird. So weird how some people see those things or are allowed to see.
huh? She says her and her three sisters slept on bunk beds, and I am the only one that saw him.
Yeah. Like when my daughters were younger, they would tell me, Dad, he's right there. This black figure just standing in the doorway. It'd never be you know, like that kind of figure with dressed up or see a person. It was
Right.
always just like a shadow type outline. Well, we never felt scared. When I got in the energy, I never felt scared, but they could see them. I never could. It's just so strange how people get different gifts or able to see.
I know. It's like I said, I would dearly love to see um, an alien or a spaceship or um, Sasquatch or a Yeti or you know actually see it. I mean, I see dead people, but
She says he's jealous now. Living in this house, she doesn't see anything. Joe D's seen things together. Yeah, both my daughters did. I heard footsteps in the attic, and I ran up there and tried to check and took pictures to catch picture orbs,
yeah,
but never seen anything. I could sense it. I could sense them,
yeah.
but never seen. They said that was the
What?
only thing I heard footsteps.
Oh,
My daughters would
what?
hear music that wasn't playing, that kind of stuff. Not me.
What kind of what do you call it? What kind of atmosphere or something has to go on for orbs to appear? Because there's been times that I've been meditating and I've thought I saw them, but I wasn't sure. Um, and so I thought about just setting up a camera to take pictures because I saw movement at just lighter color movement, and I when I looked, I couldn't see anything. So I don't know. So I thought, well, maybe my camera could catch them for me. But what it just spirit is there or um the whole
Scenarios are all.
atmosphere.
What I'm getting here is scenarios are always different. Um, like there was spirit all the time when I dated a medium, a woman that was a medium, and she was severely tapped in, and they
Hmm.
would just stop by our house because they wanted to talk to her. I get pictures of orbs all over the house, and if it was just me and my daughters or something,
Hmm.
there'd only be family there, just hanging out, checking on this kind of thing.
Right.
But when she was around, oh my god, I could catch thousands of orbs in the house with the camera. It was
That's
nuts.
cool.
It was like constant energy in the house.
That's cool.
But when you're sad and lonely or having issues, there's a ton of spirit energies and orbs around. And but like I said, my great grandpa was always around and he'd play tricks. He'd be around just to play tricks. My daughters got locked in the room like 3 times. Thanks to him.
I bet you they weren't amused.
No, they were
I am
scared. They're
not.
like, "What the heck?" They called me. I was at work actually. Dad, I can't get out of the room. Well, I can't do much about it. Call Grandpa.
Yeah.
13, our dog barked and the door creaked open. He sleeps in front of the door. So my dad told me to go check the dog. He was sound asleep. Spirits in the whole neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spoke to all
I've
of us.
done that.
Oh wow. EVP boxes, huh? There's a YouTube channel that plays ghost boxes.
How interesting.
Spoke to all of us. Wow.
Wow.
I believe that, Tracy, yeah. Most ghosts are harmless. And most of them are family members. Like 80-90% of them are family. I almost, let's see, if you cannot telepathically, I have found in my experience. I guess it depends on the scenario, Tracy. But yeah, I mean, if they're like haunting or they haven't crossed over or they don't want to cross over. I just helped a little while ago. I helped someone. I got an email and that someone's family member went over to the graveyard and brought this spirit back
Oh my goodness.
from the graveyard, and they wanted to know how they get rid of it. And they couldn't. They had to move because it was draining their energy. They couldn't sleep. They were having nightmares at night. It was attaching to them. I'm like, get out now. And they're wondering. I was basically getting that they would need a shaman or I didn't even think an exorcist would work. This thing was bad, and they were going away for Christmas, I think it was. And I told them to get back to me. I go, let me know if you feel better leaving your apartment by going away for Christmas. And it didn't follow them. But as soon as they got back, they felt ill again. Felt irritable. They wanted to fight. They couldn't sleep. They were having a nasty dream. I'm like, get out. Break your lease, whatever you do, you need to leave. They left. They've been good ever since. This entity followed from the graveyard. So that kind of stuff, yeah, they haven't crossed over. They just want to be evil. It could have been an elemental, which I felt it was, which is even worse. It's basically like a shadow figure kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are scary. But generally, yeah, some don't want to cross over. They want to haunt. They want to protect their property. But like my grandfather, he came up and he wanted to come back. It was his house. He built it, his farm. It just felt like he wanted to be back in the house. I felt
Right.
like he lost and then came back when his energy was good.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe he just comes down when he wants to. But he was
Right.
always there, at least weekly. He would do something. And he was a jokester in life, so he liked playing tricks and doing things like that. Knock, walk in the attic, stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It happened all the time. Yeah, probably so, Joe.
Okay. Well, everybody have a good night. And
Yep,
I
blessings.
love you, Scott. I love you.
Love you,
You're just a
Katie.
good, 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 good guy. Thank you for coming. All right. Mwah.
Well, I think
Oh,
Tracy
what?
was talking about my story that I was saying. Just scary. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever seen that show, The Dead Files with Amy Allen. She would go into haunted places and try to figure out
Oh,
what they
yeah,
were.
yeah, yeah. I saw one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, that poor girl is always sick because she takes on all that energy and stuff. That's
Mhm.
kind of scary though. But I really got into that show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I enjoyed watching her work and the stuff they found out, and it was pretty cool. But it's hard, it's hard on her. It's got to be
Yeah, I
really hard
imagine
to
it
tap
would
into that
be.
bad energy. And she would talk about how they would attach to her and stuff.
Well, I
Just
mean, I've gotten rid of just some regular old energy vampires, and
Sterling, you've
I
seen it? Yeah, cool.
and
Julie,
I
you've seen it?
have
Yeah.
been. It was like just a old run of the mill energy vampire. Just all it's doing is sucking your energy. It's not sucking your soul. It's not doing anything evil. You haven't gotten sick yet because it's one of those that you would have to have it for years before you would start uh, manifesting physical symptoms. It wasn't a big strong one or whatever. But I mean, I was just coming into contact. I was like, ah, exhausted for a day. Just that brief contact of getting rid of them.
Oh, Julie, don't do that. You need to stay home. Let's give Jules a little energy to stay home tonight. Let her rest. I know, right? Give Julie a little hint, and she'll be astral traveling to heal people.
I have had many.
I bet you have there. Yeah, just make sure you're throwing a ton of protection around yourself internally. That's the problem with astral travelers. You don't know what you're doing when you're traveling. And that could be sucking your energy down too if you're not enjoying wonderful space. Make sure you have plenty of protection around, that you're only going to places you want to go. Because the universe is huge. You hate to find out if you're astral traveling to two graveyards or something. Now that we're talking about it.
Right.
Sort of, you know. Alrighty. I hope everyone has a beautiful. Now I should go watch some of the Dead Files or two. I got like 60 I haven't
Yeah.
watched it.
It's like, yeah, oh, that kind of, oh, I have a bunch of them in there. I'll just go watch them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it nudges you in the direction. All right. We'll see
Yeah, there
y'all
you
later.
go.
Be good.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.